The story of Prophet Solomon in Islam. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video is going to be all about one of the most significant prophets in Islam, Prophet Solomon, or as we know him, Prophet Sulaiman. Prophet Sulaiman was known for his immense wisdom and his ability to communicate with animals and spirits. His story is filled with miraculous events and intriguing lessons that we can learn from even in the modern day. Shot 1. Introduction. Now before we dive deeper into the story of Prophet Sulaiman, let's talk about who he was and why his name holds so much importance in Islamic history. Prophet Sulaiman was the son of Prophet David, who was also a prophet of Allah. Sulaiman was born to Dawood and the Queen of Sheba, and from a young age, he showed exceptional intelligence and leadership skills. Allah gave him the ability to understand the language of animals and jinns, which helped him during his reign to build a strong kingdom and earn the respect of his people. Visual description. Open shot showcasing Islamic calligraphy of the name Sulaiman slowly fading into the background while narrating about his popularity. Shot 2. Early life of Sulaiman. We all know that Sulaiman was a prophet of Allah, but did you know that he was also a king? That's right guys, Allah gave him the power to rule over humans, jinns, and animals. Sulaiman's reign began while he was still a young prince, and he was able to establish peace between various tribes and bring them under one banner. As he grew older, Sulaiman's wisdom and leadership skills continued to grow, leading to an era of great prosperity and progress for his kingdom. Visual description. Transition to a medium shot of a palace or a royal court with Sulaiman sitting on his throne and people surrounding him. Shot 3. Sulaiman and the ants. One of the most famous stories associated with Prophet Sulaiman is his encounter with the ants. According to this story, Sulaiman and his army were passing through a valley of ants when he heard one ant cry out, "O ants, enter your dwellings, lest Sulaiman and his soldiers crush you." Sulaiman was surprised to hear an ant speak and was pleased to see how the ants took care of themselves. Visual description. Cut to a close-up shot of ants walking around on a surface. Then cut a medium shot of Sulaiman and his army in the valley mentioned in the narration while the text overlays reveal the quote, "O ants, enter your dwellings lest Sulaiman and his soldiers crush you." Shot 4. Sulaiman and the jinn. Prophet Sulaiman's wisdom and power were not limited to the human realm. According to Islamic tradition, he also had the ability to communicate and control jinns. Once Sulaiman asked one of his servants to bring the Queen of Sheba's throne to him. The queen, who ruled over a kingdom that was even more prosperous than Sulaiman's kingdom, agreed to come see him. When the queen saw that Sulaiman's throne was made of a transparent glass that gave the impression of being filled with water, she was stunned. Visual description. Cut to a visual of an epic kingdom that showcases the luxurious lifestyle of the era while narrating about the Queen of Sheba. Next, show a creative and unique visual representation of the queen's throne. Shot 5. The wisdom of Sulaiman. One of the things that Sulaiman is best known for is his incredible wisdom. The story of Sulaiman's judgment in the case of two women fighting over a child is a famous example of this. According to the story, two women came to Sulaiman each claiming to be the mother of a child. Sulaiman's wisdom allowed him to solve this dispute by ordering the child to be cut in half, with each woman receiving an equal share. The real mother begged Sulaiman to give the child to the other woman so that the child would not be harmed. Visual description. Create an engaging visual that showcases Sulaiman's wisdom. Follow up with a creative and unique visual representation of the child and the two women or anything relevant to the judgment. Shot 6. Conclusion. And that's it, guys. We hope you enjoyed today's video on Prophet Sulaiman. There's so much more to his story, so be sure to continue to read and gain knowledge about him. Now, before we wrap up, we have some exciting titles for you guys to think about. Check out the titles below. Suggested video titles. 1. The Miraculous Story of Prophet Solomon in Islam. 2. Understanding the Wisdom of Prophet Sulaiman. 3. The Legend of Sulaiman and His Encounter with Jinns. 4. How Sulaiman's judgment in the case of a child proved his wisdom. 5. An insight into the life of the great Prophet Sulaiman. Video description. In our latest video, we uncover the intriguing stories associated with Prophet Sulaiman in Islam. From his wisdom to his encounters with jinns and animals like ants, Sulaiman's story is filled with miraculous events. Watch the video to learn all about the great Prophet Sulaiman. Don't forget to subscribe.